What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hannah Horror here today, and we're going to do a little discussion on Halloween Resurrection for our sequel spotlight today. This was somebody requested me to do this one, and I will gladly do it. And frankly, I don't think I've really ever said a whole lot about Halloween Resurrection. And excuse the bareness. I don't have a whole lot of Resurrection collectible stuff, but I do have this lovely Halloween Resurrection mask, and that's going to be part of the discussion up here in a few minutes. So let's get started on this movie. Once again, not going to talk about the movie and repeat the plot. You've all seen it. Just going to tell you guys what I think about it. Overall reaction, I like this film. If I had to give it a grade, I would give it, I guess I would give it about a C plus, as far as my liking. Now, I'm no critic, so I'm not giving it a C plus on how well it was made. Just on my liking, I give it a C, which is okay. The things that I like about Halloween Resurrection were this. I like, number one, the mask I thought was so awesome. I really love the Halloween Resurrection mask. It had like a sharpness to it and a sleekness to it. And maybe that came with the new age. You know, 2002 was a different world from 1998 when Halloween H2O was filmed, much less 1978 when the first one was filmed. But there's a sleekness to it, and this kind of it was almost kind of had like a Marvel look to it or something. And I'm not really a big Marvel or DC comic fan or anything. I'm not into the superhero stuff, but it had kind of that sleekness to it, and it worked. It really worked great, and I loved the way it looked. Now, the guy who did the music, I believe his name was Danny Lux maybe. He did okay. Despite the fact that Alan had stepped away, which really upsetted me, but because he was awesome at taking the Halloween scores and really working on them. But maybe it was his time to go by the time after Halloween 6, which did a fantastic job on Halloween 6. But you know, Danny Lux I think his name is Danny Lux, did a good job on the music. The Halloween theme sounded good, had a little bit more of a boom and a punch to it, which worked well for the time, and the music was great. So I love the mask, I love the music, and overall it's an enjoyable film, despite whether it goes against the I guess rule book of Halloween or things of that nature. It's still it's still enjoyable. It's something I can sit through and just relax. I've never been one to be harping on, the rules of this, and there's no way Michael would die from this, or there's no way, Laurie should die if she survived this whole movie and then she sees him and this happens. Look, it's not because filmmakers want to do that, believe me. I think it's just because, the thing about Jamie Lee Curtis's character dying, she only agreed to do H2O, she only agreed to do Resurrection she only agreed to do H2O as if in the next movie her character died in the first scene. Now, I understand that she wanted to not have to do Halloweens anymore again, but, to me it's like this. I wish she just wouldn't have, I guess she wouldn't have died in Resurrection. It's a shame that her character died. I'm just thinking to myself, Jamie, just don't do any more Halloweens after H2O. You don't have to kill your character. But then again, then what would have happened with Resurrection, because Michael's supposed to be after, Jamie, from the way H2O kind of rebooted the series. So I could see how that could have got messy, and maybe it's for the best. But it would have been nice for Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie, to have been through the whole thing of Resurrection, But then again, the movie might have been completely different. So it's a shame that it had to go down like that. That's Hollywood for you, though. So I get that. Here's the complaint about the movie. It's not necessarily a complaint, but it is what it is to me. And I might get dislikes on this video for this. I might not. I don't know. But I can't lie to you guys. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. The movie Halloween H2O, it felt to me. Nobody condemn me for saying it, because you may not feel the same way. To me, Halloween H2O felt like Scream, the way the movie was, I guess, shot. And I think Kevin Williamson wrote it. He might have, but if he didn't, Oh well, I think he did. He might have, but regardless, the movie kind of felt like a Scream movie in the way the characters had a sensibility to themselves and, punchy personalities, and it felt like a Scream movie, and that's not a knock at all. But it kind of did to me, and it was okay. The reason I say that is this. Halloween Resurrection felt like an American Pie film to me because of the way the characters were in the movie. Very, here's the deal. In the late 70s and early 80s, or really the 70s and 80s, in movies, if it was a movie with a bunch of teenagers, you can probably bet your bottom dollar it was more than likely a slasher film or a horror film. That's where a lot of young actors get their start. Now, come to the very late 90s and early 2000s, 2002, teenage movies were now comedies. And raw, raunchy comedies such as American Pie. And I love the American Pie movies, don't get me wrong, but it is what it is. So, I think that kind of carried over a little bit into Halloween Resurrection with the way the characters were and just the, I just felt like that to me. And that's not a knock. It's just the way I perceived it. Now, to me, it's not the best vibe I would have liked to have seen the Halloween Resurrection movie have gone in. But, that's just the way I can't help but see the movie in that sense. It kind of just feels like an American Pie film to me. Now, I'm not really against the found footage. Look, found footage had been really big with real-time footage with the Blair Witch. Blair Witch made hundreds of Brazilians and trillions of dollars. I know Brazilian isn't a number, it's a joke. But, so I understand that was kind of the concept, and technology was really creeping up in 2002. I just think it could have been done a little bit, I guess, I don't want to say better. I just didn't enjoy the way the film was shot with the computer live stream thing. I don't know. I didn't enjoy that much. It was kind of, I don't know. I just think it could have been done a little bit better. And I don't really have an answer on how it could have been done better. I don't know. When I watch it, it's hard to explain. I just feel that, it could have been done a little bit better. And maybe if the movie would have been made a few years later down the road, instead of 2002, maybe around 2005 or 6, then maybe my satisfaction with the found footage style and the look would have been a little bit more satisfactory. But the only ill will I have towards this movie, here's the deal. LL Cool J, I have nothing against Busta Rhymes. LL Cool J is he's just a real dude, and he acted so good. LL Cool J, and he's a great actor. He really is. I got a lot of respect for LL Cool J. I love his music. I got a vinyl of his a couple weeks ago. I've been jamming it. He's really good. I love LL Cool J. Everybody likes that song, Mama Said Knock You Out. But the difference is this. They tried to repeat some of the things they did with H2O and Ressurection, and a lot of times it just doesn't work out. Whether they got lucky with LL Cool J and he could just really act well, I don't know. But Busta Rhymes was, that's the one thing I wish I would have taken out of this movie. Busta Rhymes was just, to me, overacted, had crappy lines, and I just didn't think he did a very good job. But Tyra Banks, she didn't have a whole lot of lines, so she didn't bug me too much. But LL Cool J was incredible in H2O. But Busta Rhymes, I just feel, was a mistake. I wish if they would have left that out and had Michael die in a different way besides Busta Rhymes doing a horrible, 20-frame kick or whatever it was, I would have been a little bit more happy with the movie. So the only things I would really change about H2O was take Busta Rhymes out, no offense Busta Rhymes, get a real actor in there. You could have kept Tyra Banks, get a real actor in there for Busta Rhymes, and have Michael die, even though he didn't really die, have him die in a more respectable way. Busta Rhymes was just miserable. I would have been okay if LL Cool J would have done something in that effect. I know LL Cool J would probably refuse to do a stupid kick like that, but I would have been more okay with LL Cool J having more of a role in killing Michael for the time being than Busta Rhymes did, because LL Cool J was just a much better actor, I think, and very professional, and just did a great job. But other than that, I still enjoy Halloween Resurrection. It's still a good movie to watch. Sometimes it's fun. Just have fun with it. You know, don't. By the time you get to these sequels, it's like stop. You know, you can't be too picky or you really can't be too aggressive on these things because look, by this point, how much more of a story can you really make? Let's be real, you know. But that's gonna be it for this review, guys. Hope you guys kind of see where I'm coming from. I don't need you guys to agree with me. If you do, awesome. I try to be real sensible when I watch a film. But hope you guys see what I'm getting at, and let me know what you guys, of course, think about Halloween Resurrection, whether you dislike it, like it, whatever. I love hearing from you guys, and we'll see you guys soon.